everyone, and welcome to another edition of Meg's Melange of Random Ramblings for Thursday, July 19th, 2007. Today I'm going to give you a brief overview of the PN820 cell phone running Mobile Speak smartphone. I just purchased this cell phone over the past weekend, so I'm still fairly new to it and still learning about Mobile Speak, but I thought I would just give you a little overview as I know it so far. This phone is a smartphone, as you can tell by the fact that it's running Mobile Speak smartphone, and it's a flip phone. My carrier is Verizon Wireless, so I know that they support this phone. I think AT&T might have it as well, though I could be wrong. And the other option I know that Verizon has available that will run Mobile Speak smartphone is the Motorola Q. This phone that I have, PN820, is a flip phone with your standard telephone keypad. I'm still running the 30-day trial of Mobile Speak, which is excellent. I would recommend it if you're not sure you really want to use a product like this on your phone and your phone supports it. I would recommend giving it a try. It's fairly easy to use. It was definitely very easy to install. I was a little bit concerned, having never done something like that before. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was very seamless, and I think you'll enjoy it if you can use it with your phone. I never really thought I would want a phone that talked. I never felt the need for it. I'm one of those people who, a phone's a phone, I just needed to make calls. But my old LG 4500 was seeing its last legs. It was really on its last legs. I spilled water on it a couple of times, and it was still working, but it was going on 4 years old. So I figured it was time for a new phone, and unfortunately the other LG phones have decreased in their accessibility, so I decided, alright, I'll go with this. So I'm going to get you oriented to the phone. In case you have the same phone, I'll describe some of the keys and just give you a little overview of Mobile Speak, and that will be it. So I'm opening the phone, and I have it in my hand. The screen is facing away from me as it's supposed to be held. I have Mobile Speak already installed, so this phone will be at the today's screen, and we can use our arrow keys to explore what's on this screen. I used the down arrow. It gave me the time, the date, and it said Verizon Wireless. Sorry about that. I'm continuing to down arrow, and you'll see Bluetooth settings. No upcoming appointments. I'm going to make this volume just a little bit louder. Okay, so hopefully that will pick up better.
Today's screen, left soft start, right soft contacts.
And you can continue to use your arrow keys and see the other options in the today's screen. You heard that said left soft start, right soft contacts. So if I wanted to go to the start menu list, which shows applications on the phone, I could press my left soft key, and if I wanted to go to my contacts list and call a contact or add a new contact, I could just simply press the right soft key. So before I get into that, I'm going to just give you an overview of the phone. Starting at the very top of the phone, right below the screen, you have the left soft key, the home key, and the right soft key. The right and left soft keys are rather large, and the home key is just sort of a thin bar-like key in the middle. If you go down, you have blank space, actually, which on either side of a round cursor cross, you have the up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow, and the OK or enter button is a small round circle in the middle. And on either side of that, as I said, is actually just blank space. It kind of looks like two keys, but it's actually just plastic. So if you continue down from that, the cursor, the arrows, you have send, back, and end. The send key is obviously used when you want to make a call and send it. The end key is ending and the ending a call, and then the back key will take you out of menus if you want. It will take you back a level, or it also serves as the backspace key when you're sending a text message or typing on the phone. Below that, you have your number keypad, and basically that is it. I don't think I missed any keys. On the side of the phone, the left side of the phone, is a volume control, and it's just a little button, and you can press down it on the bottom part of the button to decrease the volume, and top part to increase the volume. Now I'll show you the start menu. As you heard it say, it said press the left soft for start, so I'm going to press left soft key. The way this is arranged, it's arranged in a grid. So it will show items, and then you need to either right arrow or press the left soft key, as it said left soft more, to display more items. So I'm going to go down with my arrow keys in this list. You heard mobile speak, smartphone, which is the first item. Internet Explorer. This phone is a smartphone, so it is made to be more used for data. I, however, am not using that, so I cannot and will not demonstrate Internet Explorer because I don't have a data plan. They're rather costly, and I personally don't feel it's necessary to have one. 1 second, I will pause this. Okay, sorry about that. And then we will down arrow. Tasks. I believe that just shows what's running. I could be wrong. I haven't really explored that option, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Oops, and I will have to go back because I just pressed a key. I accidentally pressed the left soft key, which brought up more options because, as I said before, it is arranged in a grid. So I just went back to where we were. Windows Media, you can play your media on this phone. I, again, don't choose to do that, but you can if you want. This phone does accept storage card. I forget what exactly it's called, and I should probably know that. I don't have one, and I can, if you're interested, I can either place that at the end of the review if I remember to look it up, or you can just email me and I can find out for you, or alternatively, you can look it up on the various websites out there. Calendar. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. This is where you can text message, etc.
7 contacts.
Contacts. You can add contacts, delete contacts, do all your contact management.
Active sync.
You need to install Active Sync on your computer when you are going to install Mobile Speak. That's how I did it, and the phone does come with a USB cable. It's not standard, of course. Well, usually they're not. It plugs into the bottom of the phone, and then the other end goes into your USB port on your computer. Call history will let you look at your missed calls and who calls you. I think that's really kind of neat because in my old phone I couldn't do that. So if I missed a call, if I was out of the room and I couldn't get to my phone in time or something, I couldn't tell who called. Now I can, it's kind of exciting for me.
0 settings.
And 0 settings enables you to change your settings specific to your phone. And we're back at 1, so I'm going to press left soft key or right arrow to get to more options.
1 game.
The games on this phone, as far as I can tell, are not accessible. But you have that option.
Do voice notes.
Voice notes, it's a voice recorder, so you can record brief notes to yourself. The quality obviously isn't great, but it's kind of cool. You can set those as ringtones as well if you want. And next option, that's self-explanatory. I personally don't use that.
4 accessories.
that is a menu that contains a calculator and maybe one other option. I can go back and check that out for you in a minute when we're done with this.
5 camera.
There is a camera on this phone. I don't use it, but this one does have a camera.
6 downloads.
I think it just enables you to manage your downloads. I don't do any of that, so
7 file explorer.
that's a good way to just see what files are on your phone.
8 MSS off.
And mobile speak smartphone
9 MSS on.
on and off.
0 pocket MSN.
And Pocket MSN I haven't explored. I don't know if anything really about that, but it could be an interesting option, I suppose.
1 speed dial.
Speed dial. Again, I press the left soft key,
2 voice command.
and there's a voice command option.
3 wireless sync.
Wireless sync, I think, has to do with Bluetooth, etc. I'm not really sure. There is no Wi-Fi on this phone. There is Bluetooth, however.
4 WordPad.
WordPad is a very interesting program. I would recommend it. It does not come pre-installed on the phone. It is listed as a compatible program, however, on the smartphone, mobile speak smartphone website, and it does work very well. It's a basic text editor. Well, it's a little bit more than basic. I mean, you can copy, cut, you can do really everything except spell check. I think it's very nice to have. I don't perceive myself using it a great deal just because I don't find entering text on a keypad to be the most efficient manner of getting things done. But if I needed to write a note, I could do it that way, which is why I have it installed.
1 speed dial.
And that's it.
1 speed dial.
And I'm going to, I pressed the left soft key a couple of times to ensure that, in fact, we did explore this entire grid. So next, I will just show you some brief mobile speak commands. As I said, I don't know all of them, and I will show you some of them. So,
1 speed dial.
I'm back.
1 speed dial. Oh.
I'm going to go back to the today's screen, I guess.
1 games.
Using the
1 mobile speaks. Today's screen.
back
Left soft
key,
start. Right soft context.
or I could have pressed the clear key. In fact, I think I forgot to tell you about that. Did I? Well, the end key is also the clear key, I believe. Yeah, that's right. The end key also serves as the clear key. Let's see. So now I'm going to show you some commands. If you want to get the signal strength of your phone, you can press home and then the left soft key. Mobile speak commands are all accomplished using the home key and then another key. I kind of think of it as the mobile speak key, or kind of like the insert key for JAWS, and uses the insert key as a JAWS key a lot. Well, home kind of is like the mobile speak key. So we'll press home and then the left soft key, and it should give me the phone information.
Oh. 89% mirrors on wireless.
So my battery is at 89, my signal strength is 89%. It's interesting because I'm used to having signal strength identified in bars, but mobile speak identifies it percentage-wise. So I have fairly good signal strength right here in my house, so that's good. Supposedly, and I can't quite figure this out, and maybe some of you who are listening have some more knowledge of mobile speak than I do and can help me on this one, but for some reason, for me, it doesn't give me the battery status from the today's screen, and it's supposed to. When you press, I think, when you press home and left soft, it's supposed to give you your battery status, your phone, your signal strength, and I think maybe something else. But I haven't gotten it to work. The only way I can get that to work, I have to go to the start window with left soft, and now from the start window list, this command just works the way it's supposed to. Now it will give me, along with the signal strength, it will give me the battery status as well. So we'll press home and then left soft.
Home. 89% mirrors on wireless. Battery 81.
So my battery is 81. Another mobile speak command that you might want to be aware of is to get the time from anywhere you are. If you press home and then 1, it should give you the time. So we'll try that.
Home, 12:39 p.m. Thursday, July 19th, 2007.
Great, it worked. 5 and 8 will slow down the speech and increase the speech.
Home, active mode, advanced.
Whoops. Well, whatever I just did, I'm not really sure. I pressed home and what did I do? I pressed home in 2, I think, and that gave me what mode it was in?
Active mode,
Yes.
intermediate.
Okay. That toggles between the modes. See, I'm figuring this out as I talk to you all. Home and 2 will toggle between the different learning modes of mobile speak. I'm going to put it back.
When mobile speak smartphone.
Oops, I'm going to put it back on
Home, active mode,
beginner because I don't feel like I'm an advanced user. You probably distinguished a short beep after. That lets you know that the home key has timed out, so whatever button you press won't activate a mobile speak command. So if I press home in 1, for example, but I didn't press 1 quickly enough, that beep would tell me that won't activate the date and time. You'll actually just get a number 1.
Do Internet Explorer.
So we learned that home and 2 will toggle between the different levels. I haven't quite finished the manual as of yet, reading it, so we'll press home in 5, and it should change the speech rate.
Home, rate 15.
Yes. It
5
did.
calendar. 07/19/2007.
Whoops, and I accidentally
Window list, no items, left soft.
didn't.
Outgoing home agent, left soft save, right soft menu.
We're going to cancel this. I just accidentally pressed 5 and it brought me into the calendar. So, and then I got into call history. So we're just going to back out of
Outgoing
this.
list, start window list, 5 calendar,
Okay.
left soft or right soft menu.
So we're going to try that again.
Rate 15.
Yes, and as you can hear, home plus 5 does indeed increase the speech. So, that's good to know. And now I'll slow it down for the purposes of this review.
Home, rate 15. Active sync.
Yeah,
Active sync
okay,
window
I
list,
keep doing
Windows
that.
PC left :7/15/2007 10 colon list start window list active sync home mute off
Oh dear.
mute off.
Okay, I just muted it accidentally. I think home and 0 will mute your phone, possibly? Let's see. Excuse me as I'm figuring out while I'm talking to you.
Mute on.
Yep,
Mute off.
that's, I guess, something to be careful of or something to be aware of. Home plus 0 does, turn the mute on and mute off, and these are all mobile speak commands. So, I'm sorry for kind of playing while we're doing this, but it's kind of, I guess it's okay. It's a very easy thing to play around with because you can just keep pressing home in different buttons, and it will hopefully do different things. We're going to try pressing home in 6 because I'm not sure what it does.
Home keyboard echo none.
Okay, so home in 6 changes the keyboard echo.
Home 6 messaging. Messaging window 1 text messages left soft.
And I
select.
keep pressing. I don't know exactly how.
1 text messages.
Oops. We're going to back out.
Text messages. Today's screen left soft start right soft contacts.
I think I'm going to keep. No, I'm going to change the keyboard echo back.
Home keyboard echo characters.
That's what I like it on. For now, I like it on
There's a wireless
characters
12
because I'm not very good at text messaging yet. So I've turned it back to characters with home plus 6. So those are some very basic commands. Basically, as far as my exploration has gone so far, I really just use the arrow keys and the soft keys a lot to explore things. There are different shortcuts. I don't want to get too much into this particular phone because I realize not everyone's going to have this particular phone. So I really wanted to do just give you a little bit about how to operate mobile speak. Basically, you just use the home key and your number keys to accomplish different commands, and different to perform different actions, and then you can use the soft keys as well. And these are all shortcuts to different to perform different commands, just home and then a combination of keys. So I just gave you some basic functions: speech rate, time and date. We figured out together how to work the turn off and on and off keyboard echo, and we learned how to mute the phone. There are settings specific to your phone. You can press 0, and you can change different options. It's fun to be able to change your ringtone. I don't particularly love any of the ringtones on this phone, and you can, I guess, add more. But I think it's kind of fun to be able to do that, and that's accomplished through settings, I believe. And as I said, I won't really go too much into detail on this particular phone. But I just wanted to give you a little overview and let you hear what mobile speak sounds like. For me, I don't particularly love deck talk, so I guess it's a little hard for me to get used to the synthesizer, but I'm getting used to it slowly but surely. And these keys on the phone, which I meant to tell you about, they're really they're really quite easily discernible. I'm still getting used to them because my old phone, the keys were different and everything. So, and I haven't had this phone too long. I've had it less than a week, but I also haven't really had a lot of time to just sit with it and play with it because I've been doing stuff and it's been a little bit busy. But now I have time, so I'm just playing with it and figured I'd do this review. I think that'll end it. I don't really think I need to babble on too much more. I really enjoy it. I've text messaged it a few times, and I have to say it's kind of fun. I kind of like it. And I never thought I'd be able to type on the keypad, but it's okay. I'm getting a little bit quicker now, just a bit. So if you have any questions about mobile speak, or about anything that I've done on this podcast or any other podcast, you can email me at mek55@optonline.net, or you can visit the podcast page at mmrrpodcast.livejournal.com. The comment line is no longer. I let it go, and I didn't do a podcast for a while, and I just I have a few comments, I think 2 comments to play for you, and I'll go get those. They're sitting on my icon, so I need to go and insert those, and I'll do that. And thank you very much to the commenters, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Thanks for your continuing comments. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you on the next podcast, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later. Thank you all for listening, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye. Before I insert the comments, let me just quickly append something to this podcast. I realized I didn't give you the website for Mobile Speak, and Code Factory is the company that manufactures it. The website is codefactory.es. So here are the comments. Thank you very much for your comments. They're very much appreciated. And here they are. Thanks.
Hi Megan, it's Christian here in the UK. Thought I'd just leave you a message on your podcast thing. I've had several goes at this and not quite got it right, so I thought I'd have just one last try. Okay. Oh, this phone has got a dodgy cable. I keep forgetting about that. Yes, it has. That's interesting. Switch phones. Oh, my cordless is broken now. No, it's not. There we go. Oh, okay, so what was I going to just talk about here for a bit? I want to thank you for another great podcast. We've missed them. I know it's been a while since you did one. And I've missed listening to them because they're great. I love the randomness of that. I know mine's not been going too great. I've run out of ideas. My poor old Edirol hasn't been put into use much on the podcast since the last one. I was building another one for that that job. And I want to thank you for that, for the help you gave me with that. For taking the time to go through the cover note that I had to do. I've heard nothing on the job yet, sadly. That's a great shame, because it could have been a great job. Oh, well, there'll be something out there. I'm looking positively, well, as positive as I can. I keep looking for stuff to see if there's any jobs out there. Nothing that really takes my fancy at the moment. Yeah, I've got a couple of things to talk about here. The Icon, for one. What a great machine. I've not had any personal experience with the Icon, but certainly from what I've heard of it on Blanco Tech reviews, such as that done by Jenny Axela, or Axela, whatever you call her, I don't know. She did a great review. The machine seems to be good. I also want to thank Larry for doing his too, because he was just doing his random walk to work one day with the Icon, and it was great, to be honest. Oh, who's Skyping me? Somebody be Skyping me. Who be that? Let's have a look. Oh, look, it's Hope.
Hi, Megan. It's Hope. I just wanted to tell you that I enjoyed the podcast very much. And I was especially glad that you used the Icon, because I wanted to hear how it sounded and how it recorded and all kinds of other things. And and it was just lovely to hear, because I did the juice thing, and it was a lovely surprise to see that there was a podcast. So that was exciting. I feel kind of remiss now, because I need to do something. All right. But anyway, thank you so much. That was very cool. And, yeah, thank you. And you could definitely do some Icon podcasts, because I'm interested, if no one else is. Now, if you don't want to do them, that's a completely other story. But since I don't have one, and I still adore them muchly, and I really would like one, I could at least feel closer to the Icon. Okay, or something. Okay, well, now I'm not making a lot of sense, and I should probably go, because this will probably cut me off. But thanks again for the podcast, and it was very enjoyable. Bye!